Well, hello there. It's been a while. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Talking with Tanya. As per usual, I am looking for an unpaid intern, someone who could be collaborative, creative, someone who's really into self growth, who is into the kind of stuff that I post, someone who could help me with marketing, help me with clips for like podcast episodes, editing, social media, all that stuff. But link in the description below. Anyways, yeah, so it's been a while. Hello, welcome back. I do want to share. I feel like there's a lot, right? It's been over a month, so like, where do I even begin? I guess life updates. So, for example, I went to Colorado recently. I want to say 2 weekends ago, and my sister's having a wedding vow renewal, so we were going to help her pick out the dress, and had some girl time, so that was fun. I went for a weekend. I did some karaoke. We went to a cowboy bar. Oh, I look so cute. Anyways, then I went to a Renaissance fair. I want to say the weekend before that, and I went as a mushroom fairy. I know, look, sounds crazy. I made my own hat, which I'm gonna show right now. Made my own mushroom hat. Look, it's a little wonky. I'm not gonna lie. You know, look at the top, look at the bottom. It looks like a jellyfish almost because of this, but this I only added just so I could tie it around my chin so it could stay steady. Oh my gosh, it's so hot because you can probably see like the summer is coming. I even have my AC on, but it just does not feel enough. Anyways, besides the point. So this is not even the coolest part yet. Check this out. Hold on. Hold a minute. There it is. It lights up. Isn't this so cool? Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Honestly, I think I could have done a better job on the top if I had more time. But as you can see from the long gap as from the last time I posted, I've been busy. So that's kind of what this episode's gonna surround. It's gonna surround the new challenges, man, that I've just been facing as a person in a leadership position and growth. I've literally made insights today. So that's what kind of inspired me because I'm all struggling to tie this. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, anyways. So as you can see, I've been gone for a while, right? From here. I haven't forgot about you guys. I've just been so busy and I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And well, I'm still learning the job, so of course there's like the struggles, growing pains, lots of growing pains. Where do I even begin? Like I've said before in a previous episode, being in a leadership position is the ultimate people pleaser challenge. So anybody who knows that they're a people pleaser, if you come across this opportunity, you take it because it's going to help you grow in ways that you didn't even think you needed to. So, and that's like some of the insights I've made today. I was thinking about how um like much weight I've been carrying. So unconsciously, of course. So I'm the type of person who cares. I'm a very caring person. I really want to help other people see how they're like holding themselves back, right? How they I'm just invested in people's growth. That's who I am as a person. I just care too much, maybe sometimes. And I didn't realize the emotional weight I was carrying by like um holding responsible. I was literally holding myself responsible for other people's emotions, how they reacted. And that's exhausting. Something I've come to realize that I forgot about myself is that I instinctively become attuned to the emotional environment of like of where I am. So I'm very perceptive, and I forget about that about myself sometimes. So it just comes naturally to me because it's something that I've kind of grew to a skill I've built through like just life, childhood, a young adulthood, just like through adolescence. And this skill could be both a blessing and a curse. So it would not used correctly. Like I know I recognize leadership qualities in myself. I am definitely emotionally intelligent. I'm caring. I'm mentor. I have like a mentorship style approach, and well, at least I try to my very best ability because I care about people. So I was carrying too much to the point of exhaustion because I was carrying emotions that were not my responsibility to carry. I put too much weight on my shoulders, and it started to affect me physically. I literally got a tension headache I get these migraines when I carry too much, or like when I'm stressing too much, overthinking and all that. And it started off in the back of my neck, and it was just like light at first, but it was so like like it was just bad to where I had to go home early because I just didn't feel good. I couldn't focus, and that neck tension, it lasted me like 4 days, all throughout like while I was gone in Colorado. So I mean, it got better through like day by day, but it's like whenever I get those, it's like a wake up call telling myself like, hey, you're overworking yourself, or like pay attention, right? Pay attention. And it's like, so I kept questioning, like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? How can I fix this? Like, I used to have the freaking attitude of, what's next? Or every time I came across a challenge, even before I got like the promotion, I would tell myself, like, man, this part of my job is like really testing me. It's difficult. Like, I don't know what to do. But then I would have the mindset to like tell myself, um, I would have the mindset to tell myself, what can I learn from this? I am uncomfortable in this situation, so this means that this is an area for me to grow in. And because every time there's always something to learn. And I forgot about that. I got so many new responsibilities on my plate that I've just been in problem solving mode since I got the job. And it's like, I lost sight of myself. That's literally what happened. I lost sight of myself. And it's just been so much mental noise that I forgot about me. That's crazy. So it made me today that made me it made me realize about myself, because there's been people who like even noticed the shift in my energy. And when I became aware of that, I was like, whoa, what are they seeing that I'm not? So yeah, it's been hard. And there's definitely like been moments where I question myself. Like, there's been self-doubt, like, because being a leader, you have to be confident in your decisions and in like your thinking. And it's like sometimes you'll come across like people with a strong presence, or like a strong with strong ideas, with their own like people who come with their own ideas and their own leadership qualities. So there's other people with strong presence as well that you don't always see eye to eye on. And that's something else I had to learn to navigate. So I'm definitely learning like collaboration, and in the most healthy way. Or at least I'm trying to learn collaboration in a healthy way, to where like I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. I'm trying to gain, maybe learn from their perspective, and also not lose myself or take criticism too harshly, or their reaction too harshly. So um, yeah, it's been it's been something. Uh, something else I wanted to talk about is that's very interesting is what was I going to say? Oh, something else I wanted to bring up. So I think this is another insight I've made, is that I feel like I'm growing at a fast pace, right? Like, just like the I'm being and the reason I am growing is because I'm uncomfortable. That's something I always say. If you're uncomfortable, you're growing. And when do you become uncomfortable? When you get triggered. And I just feel like I've had like a lot of my wounds are getting triggered simultaneously. So it's just been feeling so overwhelming. So like my people pleasing tendencies have come up, like overworking myself, uh, taking on other people's emotions, holding responsibility for them, how I'm being perceived. Like if I'm, that's what's crazy. Is I'm kind of overlooking everything I've done. Like I have to remind myself, like, I'm doing amazing. I'm doing like really great. Like the bad has just been overlooking the good, and I've just been letting it for too much for too long. And so I need to really ask myself, like, where is this coming from, right? And so that's where the idea that I just grew up with it, the instinctive, uh, the instincts to just absorb, or like recognize, what is it? Be hyper vigilant in like tones, mood shifts, like just my emotional environment, and that just comes naturally to me. It's like autopilot, it's subconscious. So that's something I realized, and I was like asking, like, why am I like this? It's because of adolescence and how I grew up. I grew up learning like um, adjusting myself equaled like harmony, peace, love, connection, and I learned that I had to I learned to read people to the point to where I knew which way to adjust, but it just takes so much overthinking and it takes away from who I am as a person. So another something I was like struggling with there for a second is I I'm too caring of a person, but at the same time that's just who I am, and I don't want to necessarily take away that aspect. But some of the advice I would get from others is that you not to care, not just to come in and just focus on work, or just like you're caring too much, and it's just like, but at the same time I can't completely take like that advice because it's not who I am as a person. So I feel like I am very unique, as you could tell from like my podcast, that I am very, the way I think is very differently. And so I'm learning my balance. I'm still finding my footing, you know, but I feel like I've come a long way, you know. I feel like I've gained thicker skin for sure. You know, I am like slowly growing more and more confidence. I'm not 100% there yet, but I've seen the growth so far. So, and there's been rewarding moments for sure. So I just think I need to continue focusing on the good, stop being so hard on myself, and stop carrying the weight of other people's emotions. I need to stop doing that. That's heavy, you know. It's wearing on my body, like damn. um, but that's where I've been with work life. You know, it's been highs, lows, ups, downs. It's crazy, but yeah. So now moving on to another area of my life I wanted to talk about is my love life. So I started dating again. Oh gosh. And I'm learning my stuff about myself in that area as well too. I'm just like oh gosh, like you know what sucks? It's just like you think, huh, like life is a journey. It is not a destination. Sometimes you think like, man, I'm good, I'm happy, like I check all the boxes in my healing journey. There's nothing left, and but bam, like you get hit by something else. I was like, what the heck, man? I thought I was done. I thought this chapter in my life was over, but no, it continues. I feel like I continue to get tested in ways to kind of. I feel like it's almost like the universe is telling me, you sure you passed this? Well, we're gonna test you again and make sure. No. You go through the harsh lessons, right? You learn from them, and now you gotta put it into practice. That's what I think. That's why I see life working. Like now we're gonna test what you've learned. So that's sometimes I feel like that's me, you know, at moments. But so yeah, like something I learned about myself is that I can fill in the gaps with negative scenarios. Like I'm someone who needs constant like emotional reassurance. I know I'm annoying, right? To the right person, I'm not. But so yeah, I need that. I need communication. I need to feel cherished. That's what I think it is. So um, it's hard. It's like a test because sometimes like I'm so ready to just like find my person sometimes that I just like I feel like it's easy to overlook the negative or the just to have like those rose colored glasses come on. It's like it's very simple for that to happen, you know. So I just kind of have to like I said, put my lessons into practice and see things for what they are. So and not settle for less because sometimes like I just like you know I imagine like this life for myself then I just wanted to get there already. So sometimes it could you're so eager to get there that you're willing to skip a few steps, but it's like, whoa, slow down there, partner. Like, you know, make sure you're not getting on the wrong chain because then you're gonna go the wrong direction, you know. And so, yeah, it's been hard. I've been noticing patterns of myself that need some adjustments, like feeling like, oh, another fear that I've noticed that's come up is like fear of like showing myself like no not myself, well I guess so in a sense, but like in the way that like I feel like the fear that I get is like the more people get to know me, eventually there's gonna be a moment where they're gonna think, oh that's weird, like I'm gonna get criticized, judged, or like no, this is where I draw the line, you know. So that's like a fear of mine because I'm so multifaceted, right? Even like sharing this like podcast, like can you imagine like I'm doing someone go on podcast you wanna watch it's a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So I just feel like it's like too much too soon, like um yeah, that's what I do. I don't know when is the appropriate time to share this part of my life with with people I date, or not to share it at all, you know. But anyway. Oh, okay. So another lesson that I've learned, or lesson that I'm like continuing to move forward with, is that the difference between emotional attachment, right, and in aligned love. No, emotional attachment love and aligned love. So emotional attachment love is like um adjusting yourself, right? So you're when you become scared of losing a person, that you adjust yourself in a way to where you could avoid pain, avoid emotional chaos, you know. So when you do that, you're like not living your authentic self. So you're adjusting in a way to kind of control the outcome, but that's not uh gonna get you the desired outcome, you know. Well, at least in my experience, it's, if anything, it's never led to that. To to be seen is to be loved, so you gotta love authentically. You got to express yourself authentically in order to find authentic love, you know. Because if you're adjusting yourself, then they're not truly seeing you for who you are, and to be seen is to be loved. So that's like something I'm definitely putting into practice, because sometimes attraction and chemistry can overpower your what is it called, your judgment. So it could overpower your judgment in a way to where it's gonna bite you in the butt later. So it's something you have to be self-aware of in order to find the most like desired outcome. There you go. Took me a while to get there, but I got it. Anyways, so something else that reminds me of, I don't know if I've already said this before, but like, I don't know if I said this earlier, but it brings me to the point of being self-aware, right? So self-awareness, I think that's what allowed me to grow. Oh yeah, that, now I remember. I was gonna go to that point, but then I got lost in a little bit there. But I think the reason I'm having just this high like jumps of growth is because I'm very like self-aware. I think I've been having this high like jumps of like of growth because I am self-aware, and I'm like seeing where I'm like getting triggered in all these areas. I mean, sometimes it takes me a while to like notice it, but when I notice it, I see it objectively for what it is, where I'm struggling, and I make the effort. I set the intention to find a solution to that, because it's not the state of mind I want to live in. It's not me living authentically. I'm not living in the present moment. I'm too focused on like everybody else, outside energy, you know, emotional environment, to where I'm not focusing on how is it that I want to express myself. I'm focusing on what's the best outcome. I'm trying to control it again, right? I'm trying to control the outcome by trying to adjust myself to believing that if this is the way I must be in order to get my desired outcome. But it's failed me every time. So, and I need to choose myself, right? So this skill can be built by anybody. Being self-aware is literally a skill anybody can adopt, anybody can grow, anybody can like strengthen. So in order, so some ways that's helped me become more and more self-aware is meditating, is journaling, is going on walks. So being in a meditative state is like basically quieting your mind so you can kind of see like a objective view of your situations. Because if you're too emotionally in the moment, you're reacting, you're like getting pulled in emotionally, you're not really seeing, you're living in a reality you're creating that's not actually what's happening. Get me? Did I say that right? No, you're making a reality for yourself that can be lived differently, or more presently, or more authentically, if you choose to do so. But in order to get to that point, you have to be self-aware, you have to be in the moment. And when you're like for example me, I'm like focused on like, oh my gosh, I gotta do this to look this certain way, I gotta please this person, I gotta solve this problem. It's just like, why am I doing it? What is my motivation for doing so? It's to please other people. So it's like there's definitely a balance though, like, because I still care, right? I want to be fair, I want to help others, and I want to continue to lead in a caring way. So but I just got to be careful, and I got to find the balance, and that's something I'm still working on. But the best way to learn is through making mistakes. It's by taking action. And that's what I'm trying to teach others too, as well. It's like, the more you make mistakes. There's a quote I saw once that it said, there was a quote I read once that said, the best way to learn is by making mistakes. So it's the growing pains people talk about. It sucks at first, but the more you do it, the more it just comes naturally, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not 100% there yet. Keep wishing me luck. I hope you loved my outfit. I don't know, I'm not sure if this is really that big of a an episode. I hope yeah, everyone's doing well. Whoever watches me, I hope. Thank you for coming back. If you're a returning viewer, you probably must have been wondering where I've been. I'm still here. I still think about this, podcast. I still like. I'm gonna try and return. I don't know. I don't know what the I don't know how much longer until I come back. You know what's crazy? It's kind of like I felt like I was struggling for a bit there on content. Like there was just like some stuff that I felt like was worthy, but like or like worth to hear. But like today's when I got really inspired because I felt like I was kind of like asleep, Like I felt like awake now. Like I got energized by these insights that I've made. I was like, oh my gosh, like, and it's so like exciting to be able to move forward with this new information now. I can't wait to really put this what I've learned into practice and just kind of like regain my sense of self, because I was losing myself there for a little bit. Like I also think like I've gained so many skills. I've grown so much from this experience already. um I'm just like I said, a little nervous with this new information because now it like completely switched my perspective, right? And now I have to, I guess, like change my thinking, my approach, oh my gosh, it's a little scary because I'm like, I guess it's also like exciting in a sense, right? I gotta bring myself back to the present moment, moving forward, and I guess I'll see where this goes. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, if you learned something, please give it a like. That would help. Give me a comment. Anything that stuck out to you, any ideas of your own. Maybe I also have leaders in my audience that have their own ideas or their own experiences that they've learned from to help them grow or help them develop in ways that they wouldn't have imagined. So please share your thoughts. Please share your thoughts, like and subscribe, follow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Take care of yourself. Peace out.